Hello everyone, today we are back with a little bit more of the Forever World. So today I'm thinking we find out where the hell we ended up. I've been busy this weekend. I was gone. I did get like a few hours extra of the Terraria thing. That's still, I'd have no clue even when to guess that'll come out. So I can't say much. I'm not even done recording it, let alone editing. So, yeah. No idea when that'll come out. But it should be a decent video, I would think. Hopefully it doesn't turn out poorly and I just scrap the idea. Anyway, okay, why do we not have sound? That's why we don't have sound. There we go. Sounds great. I don't know when I turned off sound, but I turned off sound. So here's my thoughts. I want to find that mountain, and I believe spawn was around 0, 0. There's a fox. Spawn was around 0, 0, if I recall correctly. So let's look for spawn. Oh! What? All right, we're not gonna look for spawn. What? What? That's a woodland mansion! My mouth is just in awe. Like, just dropped to the floor. What do you mean there's just a woodland mansion here? I'm sorry. That's not right. I'm gonna get a totem, and I'm not gonna die even once, but for a completely unrelated note, I am gonna place down my bed. Entirely unrelated note. You gotta believe me. Completely unrelated to anything to do with death. It's just for when I get tired. What do you mean there's a woodland mansion? What? We're gonna set things up so that we're ready for success. First, I'm gonna find the door. That didn't take very long. I've never seen it flooded. Alright, we're gonna set this up here. And then... bam. Okay. Smelt the 3 stacks of iron that I have. I'm gonna make a double chest. Put all of the stuff I don't necessarily need. I'm gonna bring in 1 steak. That's not gonna be a terrible idea at all. I don't need a shovel or pickaxe. I need a sword. I need a sword with more than 1 durability. You know what? That'd be a good start. Let's make a sword. And in the meantime, oh, it doesn't break durability. That does. There we go. What's that? Sticks. I need food. I guess that's good enough food. Let's... like, what do you mean this is just here? Hello. I didn't miss that at all. Hola. I don't know any other Spanish. Ooh, and I'm gonna get emeralds. I didn't even think of that. I heard you. What's... okay. Unplanted. I don't know where chests are in this room. I was like, what are you... what? What is... allay? That's what an allay sounds like? Yo, what's up? You mind walking away from that prison? I don't like these. Why is there skeletons? Anyone else? kind of barbaric system is this? There's an allay there. There's an allay there. There's just allays everywhere. Yo, what's up? There's lots of damaged anvils, but you know what? I'll take it, because, like, you can do stuff with anvils. Yo, what's up? Mine, like, there you go. I think an evoker is gonna be very interesting to fight. Yo, what's up? Can you? Thank you. Can you also? There we go. Oh, there's more allays in here. There's no skeletons this time. There. That's not. You know what? What is this? The mega prison? I don't even... Alright, well this is floor 1 cleared. This is a very interesting episode too. It's literally day 3. And we're looting a woodland mansion. Like, what? I'm used to using an axe. That's... Whoa! You hit through shields? I mean, I actually don't know if you do or not. Bro, this is gonna be so annoying. I'm gonna put stuff back in the chest. There we go. Back in the chest. I don't know why I'm grabbing this. I'm gonna lose all those levels as soon as I die. I need food! Alright, here's what's gonna happen. I'm gonna get food, and I'm gonna come back. So, let's go and grab some food. Got a decent amount of food. Most of this is already smelted. We have all of that. That is a stupid amount of iron to have at this point in the game. Especially because, like, usually you only get that much iron whenever you go. Here's an idea, actually. Okay, so we have this much. Let's just immediately start smelting it, I guess. I'm cooking all of this beef, and that didn't take very long at all. I'm now gonna go try and kill a Vindicator. That's what they're called. Evokers are the guys with the axes. I heard you. I did not, in fact, hear him. This music is very calming for the situation I'm in. There you are. I leave. I leave. I leave. I hear you. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Wee-wee. That's not the right animal entirely. Bro, stop going into the floors! Oh, I'm dead. I'm dead. I'm dead. I'm dead. I'm dead. I didn't know there was, like, 4 Vindicators. It didn't. Hello. Can I interest you all in a duel? Well, I got rid of the main enemy. I'm gonna bring an axe, actually. There we go. I should be able to hit them from a ways away. Dude, I didn't know there was so many there. Also 2 totems. Oh my gosh. 2? What? Where are you? There's 3 in that corner and then there's 1 over there. Yeah. Ooh. I'm so smart, you know? Hi. Damn. I didn't mean to do that. Alright, we got 1 totem. It literally, I picked it up in the first bar. You walked into this. Just know there was a nicer option. Actually, you know, why don't you come over here? Because that way I can jump crate you. Oh yeah, saving time now. There we go. Now we just act like nothing happened, and I didn't lose a totem of Undying. I broke 1 of the blocks I needed to escape. Alright. This is a... I've never actually seen this. Well, that's neat. Is there anything under this block? This seems like a sacred block kind of placement. It's not. Anyone over here? No, this is just a nothing place. Alright, the upstairs is lame. Well, at least I got the totem back. 1 of them. I wasn't expecting to get 2. I'm glad I killed the other Vindicator, I think is what they're called. The ones that spawn Vexes. I'm glad I killed the other one when I did, because otherwise they would have just spammed spawning Vexes over and over, and it would have been a whole ordeal. What was that? What was that? No. Okay, so there is a Vindicator. There's another one. Okay, you know, this one would be a lot easier because it's a one-on-one. Bruh. Don't kill me, 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 don't kill me. 2, 9, here. Where? Well, there's 1. Bruh, you can't just... Where are y'all at? If that guy could see me, that'd be infinitely better. But that guy's right there. And the other guy is just not path. Oh, yes! 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 Thank you, game. Now watch this. He's not gonna see it coming. Except, oh wait, no, he definitely did. And now I leave! Y'all ain't got nothing on me. Actually, you know what? I'm just gonna take a stack of books. Well, at least I know where I can get books with ease. I did get what? This is a horrible inventory setup. That's better. Alrighty, and now I somehow intentionally fell down, and now I somehow pick everything up. I can't believe that it was literally the second episode. I only died a few times. It's only 5. That's not terrible. I can't believe that in the second episode we've already found and fully looted a thingymabobber. You know what a thingymabobber is. You know what I'm talking about. Okay, now let's look for 00. And I guess let's log off there, because I don't even know how, well, it depends on how long it takes for me to get there. I want to get to the cave. I want to get to the mountain, actually. That's what I want to get to. So let's head over there now. Yeah. There it is. Home. Given time. What is that tree? That tree's a little bit messed up, but it's fine. It's fine. Oh, yeah. Right over there. I'm guessing, judging by the dirt everywhere. I've placed... Not placed. I spawned. I think I spawned over there. Did I? Alright. Anyways. Time to scale a mountain. Something I've actually done in real life. I'm gonna talk about it. So, in grade 9. So, before high school. This was... Yeah, anyway. So, grade 9... It was very interesting because we had a school event for our year, and it was very cool. We went over to the mountains because we live next to some mountains, some fairly nice mountains, and we had the objective of we stayed overnight in the middle of nowhere, pretty much. Like there was no cell service at all. It was very cool, very surreal. I would say would be the right word, but it was very fascinating. And we were out there for 2 full days. We had to bring in all the food we were going to have. And yeah, we just set up tents. It was cool. It was cold. It was very cold. I had a tent full of 3... there was 4 boys in there. And grade 10, we would have been 14? 13, 14? So 13, 14-year-olds all in one tent, and we made up one rule. There was a single rule, and it was you always have to have pants on. That was it. just pants. It was a very funny rule, and yeah, it was humorous, and it was a lot of fun though. It was so much fun. I had a hot dog. I almost threw up from having the hot dog because I've never been able to stomach hot dogs. It's been a problem because my family, like my mother and brother and I, my father's not much of a fan, like camping. And it's a lot of fun. So we usually go camping 2 times a year. This is cool. Oh, there's a little cove in here. Alright, now I gotta figure out where I'm gonna live on this mountain while I keep on yapping. So we usually go camping, and my father doesn't really like it because he doesn't like being that remote. But whatever. So this time, it wasn't, I didn't have any, let it go. Anyways, I didn't have anyone else with me. It was just the students and the teachers. And it was a lot of fun because it was very different than we've ever experienced. We've never been out in the, like a lot of the kids hadn't been out in the wild like that ever before. And that was more, what was that? Don't do that. It was very interesting because a lot of kids hadn't actually been that far out before, and it was a good 6 or 7 hour drive. Yes, haha, funny. A drive. Gee, oh my god, this seat's amazing. And there's alright. I've reached the summit. That's what we did. So we found there was a mountain that was occasionally, like it was I think it was one of the taller mountains in that area. I don't know how tall it was. It was tall up, like it was seriously a thing. If you had respiratory issues, be warned, because air is thinner up there. It's not thin enough to where anyone that doesn't have respiratory issues would have an issue, but you know what? It was thin enough to where if you had respiratory issues like asthma or something like that, be warned, it's high up. And so climbing that was so painful. Dude, I've never hiked before. I don't think I'll ever hike again in my life. That was horrible. I can see why people enjoy it, but man, that's not for me. Also, I'm trying to think of where I'm gonna make a base. I think I'm gonna make one just in the center, honestly. Anyways, so it's not for me at all. I could totally see the appeal behind it. It was very neat getting to the top. And I was traveling with a group of people that I've known for many years. I mean, like, I've grown up with all these people. And it was very interesting hearing teachers swearing every, like, 10 seconds from the paint. Because we had to have teachers that were coming up with us. And one of them, my science teacher in grade 8, which, man, I feel so bad for her. She was such a good teacher. But just, we did not give her justice for the amount of teaching she did. The first year, I swear, there was the thought that she was going to get fired. We covered nothing in the first half a year at all. We finished one unit in science, which was expected to take like 2 weeks. It took half a year. And then the second half, we were like, maybe we should do something. So that teacher, she was like right behind me the entire time. It was very funny just hearing her swearing all the time. It was humorous. Like, I mean, teachers just don't swear. It's not appropriate for school to have teachers swearing. It's not right. What? I haven't seen one of these guys in such a long time. So it was a very neat experience. I would recommend, if you can, by all means, experience climbing a mountain. If you can, do it. It's so worth it. The view was crazy. Dude, we had way too many people huddled onto a tiny little boulder that was probably 4 feet wide at the most, and we had like 12 people on there. It was actually, like, seriously, if you fell, you might very well die. Like, it was, you're falling now. Kind of an ordeal. And that definitely made a lot of people weary about actually going, which, I mean, I understand that, but I'm not gonna wuss out. What? I would never do that. What? That just didn't sound fun. Also, because everyone would just make fun of you. Because, well, that's just the way people work. And it was a lot of fun, though. I really enjoyed hanging out with the guys that I slept in the tent with. And yeah, it was great. Lots of fun. I don't know that I'll ever do it again, because it really was painful. Going down the mountain, dude, it took like 4 or 5 hours to climb the mountain. So I don't know how high that is, if you can judge how fast kids can walk up a mountain. But anyways, that's about how long it took to go up the mountain, and we held a pretty steady pace. But I was traveling with a group of people that I had grown up with, as I mentioned earlier. And with that group of people and I, we messed up. So there was a summit, and then there was a lake a little bit below the summit, and we were supposed to go to the lake and then the summit. That was what we were told to do, and it was supposedly on the way, except we took the wrong turn on a path, and then we went all the way to the wrong side of the lake, because for whatever reason, like, imagine this was a lake. We had the option of go up the summit, which we could very clearly see. That's the summit there. We knew we could do that. Nobody else was over there. Or we could go this way. Now, the turnoff was all the way back there as to go to the lake. It was right there. That was the turnoff. We walked over here, the summit, and we could continue. We thought, that's the summit. Nobody's there. We gotta continue. And we went all the way around the lake. And I remember just being over here from this big-ass lake, because it's in valley of... not really a valley. It's like in a little divot. Kind of like this, actually. And it's just seeing people all the way over there, like, easily 400... Not 400. What would it be? I don't even know how far it'd be. They were far. Like, across the lake, kind of far. And it was just like, shit. And then we slowly walked all the way back. And by the time we got back to the intersection, kind of... Not intersection. Like, yeah, I guess intersection would be the right word. And the path... We saw up on the peak, and there was people up there. So we were like, all right, well, screw going to the lake. I'm gonna go up to the peak. And then we were all going there. One of the people I was with actually fell because he was on like loose gravel, and they slipped and fell, and they just were not slowing down. They just kept on going. It was so fun. I'm not claiming that. It was so funny looking down and just seeing your friend that you grew up with gradually just like, ah! It was so much fun to see. It was a lot of fun getting up. Quite a lot of people didn't actually make it to the top just because they didn't care to make it to the top, or because the final stretch was like probably a 60-degree climb. So you're basically hiking uphill, like up a wall pretty much. It was steep and on loose gravel. Very dangerous. We were told specifically that if you go up to the top of this, you're liable to yourself, because this is not our job to look after you for this spot here, which I don't know how allowing that is. Like, what do you mean if we fall off? Sucks to be you. That doesn't sound very professional. Anyways, I made it, obviously. It was a lot of fun. I really enjoyed that. That was such a key memory from grade 9. I mean, then there's also the fact that my friend broke his ass. I'm gonna leave that for next episode to yap about. That was a really funny story. He broke his ass. Very funny. He also got hit by a car. That was equally as funny. Alright, well, I think I'm gonna go to sleep now. Excuse me. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye!